congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
It is fantastic. After 23 years after the original, what was it that brought it back now? Why not sooner?
It's a small studio, actually, relatively small. They only can make one picture at a time. They put so much effort into that first one. It was their first movie. They didn't have a spare team working away on the second one, getting it ready. So when they finished, DreamWorks said, well, this was great, where's the next one? And they were like, we don't know. But they did have an idea for The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, you see. They were more ready to make the Wallace and Gromit movie. Then they wanted to make a pirate movie. All of these things take years to make. Suddenly 10 years flies by, you don't even notice it. You've made a couple of movies, 10 years have gone. And then they started to get into it, and, they've always wanted to do it. And when you look at the first movie, there's all the seeds are there, It's got a fantastic female protagonist in Ginger. It's about community and family. It's about the relationship of humans and nature. It's also brilliantly crafted, really funny and really dramatic at the same time. So it's like everything was just there waiting to evolve into this new movie.
And you've got you've got a fantastic cast, some of which are returning voice actors, some of which are new voice actors.
Yeah.
I think I was about 5 minutes into it when I was trying to work out whether the Rocky had come back as Rocky, but it wasn't. Yeah. So did you have to make a conscious effort to try and revisit those voices, or was it just you just let the voice actors get on with their own thing?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to. I mean, I love the first movie, love the casting in the first movie. It's so many years now since then. I felt like it's a new era, it's a new time, and I wanted to make it for now. And so I wanted to look at see who was around now and who might fit. So I chose Zachary. I mean, I was watching him in Shazam actually. Really funny, really great comic timing, really warm. He's brilliant at improvising. He's a singer, and so his voice has this kind of great music to it as well. So I knew I loved him. So when he came in, he said, "Do you want me to do Mel?" And I said, "No, I don't want you to do you. That's why we hired you, to be you." Same with all of them, really. Same with Thandiwe. She has the most exquisite voice. She's an incredibly accomplished actor. She's been working for decades in all kinds of things. So again, I just really wanted her. I already knew they would work. So yeah, I think they fit great. I love the cast of the first movie. I also love the cast of this movie. I think both can be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the film is very clever. It's also very funny, but also moving in parts.
Great.
So does it match the vision that you had from day one, or has it developed and evolved through the production process?
It always takes years to evolve, and a lot of it happens in development in the first few years, because once you start animating, it's really hard to change direction because it's so slow and it's like an ocean liner. So yeah, we did spend quite a lot of time exploring the story and trying to find the key to it. And the key was, there was a couple of things, like the plot was like, this time they're breaking in. That sounded like fun, chickens breaking in. But then the problem was chickens don't like money really, or they don't love diamonds or anything. So what they're breaking in for? And then it was like, well, let's imagine the next chapter of Ginger's story, or Ginger and Rocky's story. Parenthood, like they had the romance in the first movie, and now they're parents and they have a kid. And that kid turns out to be a real chick off the old block for Ginger, she's got a real freedom seeker, and so it creates a conflict, as you do with it. As a parent, you want to keep your kids safe, and as a kid, you want to get out and have your adventure, so that's what kicks the whole story off.
And Ginger is a great female protagonist, because not only is she full of action, she's also got a great moral compass, things like that, and now people who saw this film as kids are going to be bringing their kids to see it.
Yeah.
So are you aware of that kind of impact as you're making it?
Yeah, I think that's a real sort of classic thing, I think, in films. It's like you want it to be, first off, it's got to be entertaining. You've got to deserve and earn your audience's attention. But if you can sort of say something about the world at the same time, then that's great. And they did in the first film. Ginger, she was a great escape artist. She could have escaped any time on her own, but she refused to. She would only leave if she got every chicken out of there, and that moral compass, that kind of idealism is it's so important to sort of stand by your beliefs even, and that's as true today as it was then, So that's still the same theme at the centre of it. Community, caring for others, the plight of others, you know, freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you